Once upon a time, there was a young boy who lived with his family on a farm. Like so many generations of his family before him, he was expected to grow up and work the family land. The farm was modest in size, but it was his family's lifeblood and legacy. But as the boy grew older, he began to realize that he didn't belong in the farm. He wanted more out of life. So the boy studied hard and received top marks in school year after year, hoping for a chance to achieve his dream of becoming a professor. One day, that chance finally arrived in the form of a letter. He had been accepted into one of the most prestigious universities in the country. But the boy knew that his family was too poor to send him to university, and so he hid the letter. Weeks passed until one day his father sat him down for a talk. His father told the boy he had discovered the letter. The boy tried to explain. He knew his family was poor and couldn't possibly afford to send him to university. But his father asked him seriously, "Do you really want to attend university?" The boy answered, "Yes." His father was silent for a moment, then he told the boy that the family had decided to sell a large portion of the farm and use the money to pay for his studies. The boy protested, saying that the sacrifice was too great. His father simply told him, "Then succeed." Later that year, the boy left for university, certain in the knowledge that his family had willingly made such a great sacrifice because they believed in him. He had high hopes and great plans for himself, but he knew it would be difficult. The other students came from wealthy homes and had grown up with all of life's advantages, while the boy had only himself. But he thought about his family back home and worked even harder, remembering the sacrifice they had made for him. "Then succeed," were his father's words, and he was determined to do just that. By the time he graduated, the boy had become a learned young man, ready to take on the world. During his time at school, he had heard about a distant land of opportunity, a place where anyone could achieve his dreams and become successful if he worked hard enough. The young man made a decision. He would go to this distant land with his wife and baby daughter and use his knowledge to become a great educator. Upon arriving in the new land, the young man was surprised at how strange and different everything seemed. The language and customs were completely foreign to him, so the young man did what he did best: work hard and applying himself. He worked tirelessly as a janitor during the day, then came home and studied English every night. Every day was a challenge, but he remembered his father's words and pressed on. The young man eventually became a school teacher and an educational advisor, living contentedly as a respected educator and leader in the community. Years passed, and the man, now much older and wiser, reflected on his journey. As he thought of the long way he had come, he realized that he had faced and overcome the trials and challenges of living in his adopted home entirely on his own. This had led to much needless hardship and suffering. The man thought, how much easier would it have been if there had been a teacher or mentor to guide me? The man then realized what he needed to do to complete his dream of becoming a great educator. To open a school that would help others. The school would not only teach its students the new language, but ultimately help them to achieve their dreams. All those years ago, when he was just a boy, his family had given him a chance at a brighter future and pushed him to succeed. Now it was time for him to do the same for others who faced the same situation.
I am Dr. Samuel Lee, and this is my story. My family believed in my dreams and we at Columbia West College believe in yours. Welcome to our family.